Do y'all know who this guy is? A lot of people do not know who this guy is. Do y'all know who this guy is? This guy's name is Anderson Lee Aldrich. Anderson Lee Aldrich. He was in a brief video appearance from jail. He's 22 years old, and he can be seen slumped over in a chair flanked by two defense attorneys. Now, he is the alleged shooting suspect in the Alphabet Community nightclub shooting in Colorado Springs. He made a video appearance on Wednesday, and so let me play this video for you guys because I looked at this. First of all, somebody sent me the picture, and I was like, "Whew, what happened to him? Who rode a motorbike over this man's face?" I got a little bit of a scratch on my head, and I was like, "Oh man, my gorgeousness is gonna take a little bit of time to heal." It's already kind of healing up. I got a little bit of scratch on my face, and my gorgeousness is got to take a little bit of time to heal. But as somebody sent me this picture, I said, "Yo!" So I went and searched the video because I wanted to see what he looked like in court, right? And so let me play this video for you guys, and then I want to get y'all opinions. I want to get your thoughts. Let me see what we talking about. Here we go.
The accused gunman in Saturday's Colorado Springs mass shooting just learned moments ago the charges he is facing. And
look at that man. He didn't learn nothing. I'm not even sure that he was there. Do we even know if this dude have a pulse? Let me move this over real quick. We don't even know if this man got a pulse. That guy is not even, do we even know if he breathing? Let's play this.
Anderson Lee Aldrich was not in court for his first hearing. Instead, Aldrich appeared by a video link from jail. Aldrich is the grandson of outgoing state assembly member Randy Vopel. Vopel has not commented on the tragedy. 5 people died and at least 17 others were hurt in the shooting. Aldrich faces 10 counts of murder and hate crimes. Meanwhile, a vigil was held here locally to remember the victims of the shooting in Colorado.
I'm curious though, before we continue this video, somebody said in there that he got jumped. Jumped by who? Did he get jumped when the situation was going down, or did he get jumped inside of the jail? Did he get jumped when it all went down, or did he get jumped inside of the jail? Because
dozens of supporters gathered in Hollywood last night and decorated the fountain at Sunset and Veneto and Vine to honor members of the LGBTQ community who were lost and injured. The vigil was organized by the social justice group known as Dance.
That happened when it went down? I didn't know. Y'all say it happened when he went down. He do look lifeless. He got jumped during the shooting. Oh, so they beat the brakes off that dude. They rushed him at the club. How many people? They say 10 counts. Let me read this story. Visible injuries on the side of their face. Aldrich answered in slurred, hushed tones. Attorneys waived reading and advisement of rights, charges, and penalties in the case. Again, let me show y'all what this guy looked like in court. Next hearing is December 6th. Court appearance came after the defense attorney said late Tuesday that their client is non-binary. What does that mean? And in court filings referred to the suspect as MX Aldrich. The attorney's footnotes assert that Aldrich uses they, them pronouns. So is the dude zesty? Is the dude zesty?
Black lives.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great.
Let me rewind this.
The accused gunman in Saturday's Colorado Springs mass shooting just learned moments ago the charges he is facing. Anderson Lee Aldrich was not in court for his first hearing. Instead, Aldrich appeared by a video link from jail. Aldrich is the grandson of outgoing state assembly member Randy Vopel.
Y'all said his dad. Let me see something. Because y'all said it was an interview with his dad. Let me look at this guy. His name is Anderson Lee Aldrich. Dad. Aaron Brink, father of the club shooting Q gunman. Let's see what he got to say. I'm curious what he has to say. Hold on. Let me pull it up on my screen. Now y'all got me curious. Y'all got me curious. His dad's interview is awful. John Henry says, what does that mean? What does what mean? What does what mean? Let me show the dad's interview. I just found it on YouTube, so I'm curious as to what he has to say. Give me a second. This is his dad. Let me see what his dad got to say.
Any history of mental illness with him, or when's the last time you saw him?
My son, I hadn't seen him for years. I thought he committed suicide. His mother told me that he. I'll give you a history. I was a porn star. Okay, I became a porno star in 2002, and I combined that with a mixed martial arts career. And my ex was she took off with my son. I hadn't seen him for years. Little did I get to see my son.
Dog, what the heck is happening right here? What did y'all send me? What did y'all send me, bro? This dude he act like a meth head. Have y'all ever seen a meth head in real life? He said he had that D. He said he was a star on screen. Let me continue. Y'all got, this is interesting.
I tried to give him, a father figure, whatever. I didn't know where his low whereabouts were. I found out recently that he did not kill himself in 2016. That he's alive and well. And he lives in Colorado.
Yeah. Why did you think he had killed himself?
His mother told me this. She said that he killed himself because of I'm an embarrassment.
Speed it up.
My son is I loved him so much. I didn't want to lose. Be around. I wanted to be around my son and be there for him. I have a daughter the same way I had my son. I never see my kids. But I want to be in his life.
What?
He's been accused of doing some crazy thing. I don't know what he's been accused of. I can't get answers from the attorneys really, but they're saying that somebody's it's involved in a gay bar or some shit. I don't know. I don't know what the heck he did. We have a gay bar. I don't know what's going on.
Well, he's accused of going on a mass shooting at a gay bar and killing 5 people.
Colorado.
Okay, well, that's shit. If he's accused of doing that, I'm surprised he's not gay.
What? He said he's surprised that he's not gay. He said he's surprised that his son is not gay. Well, apparently he was able to spot the zestiness prior to all of this happening. This is insane.
Say that, but he's not gay.
When was the last time you saw him?
Shit, it was. I saw him. I made efforts to see him, but I think I see him in 2011.
2011.
Yeah.
It's been quite some time.
Since he was 11 years old. If it's 2022. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but my mental math might be a little bit off. But it's 2022, and if you haven't seen him since he was 11, in 11 years, and he's 22 years old, that means that you haven't seen him since he was 11 years old. Sir, you have played no role in this boy's life. You have not been. This is why I say, listen, some of this has to be laid at the feet of the parents. Some of this have to be laid at the feet of the parents. And I say this all the time. Just because you got a dick don't necessarily mean that you're a father. Just because you got it don't necessarily mean that you are a father. Everybody does not deserve to have kids. If you have not seen your kid in 11 years, some of this has to be laid at the feet of the father. I seen a piece of the ending. I didn't get to actually watch the Dahmer interview. Last night I was watching Ozark. Ozark was great. Starting to get a little bit more sleep. I was watching I watched a little bit of the Dahmer interview, and then the father was apologizing, like, "Yo, this is all my fault," or whatever. I guess the question that I then have is, how much do we lay at the feet of the father the sins of the children? Because the children often pay for the sins of the father. Anyways, let's continue.
2011, yeah.
Was he living in San Diego at the time?
He was in Carlsbad at the time. He came back from Colorado. They were here, and I had a little bit of a relationship with him. He was 10 years old, you know. I was holding mitts for him, you know, showing him how to be. I wanted to be a professional fighter like me. I wanted to be a fighter. And
Jesus Christ.
You know, I don't know how much he takes after me, or whatever, but you know, I said, my son, you know, what the hell? I didn't expect to hear this kind of stuff.
He's a big kid.
Yeah, he's taller than me. He's like 6'7". He's a big guy, you know.
He's 6'7"?
He's 6'7", like almost 300 pounds.
So you said
That dude is 6'7"? Jesus Christ. This dude is a giant. He should have been somebody famous. That's crazy.
you've been trying to reach him now?
No, he reached out to me.
Okay, and said what?
You know, my son is just say, "Hey, Dad, I want to talk to you, man. I want to see you." I'm like, well, you know, I was happy to hear he wanted to see me. He wanted me to come out to Colorado, and I was like, "Dude, I don't have the. I can't just get out to Colorado like right now." And he wanted it right then and there, and it seemed like he's old. You know, he was happy to see me, or he wanted to see me. He needed something right then. It was urgent. So I was a little alarmed by that.
This was 2011?
No, this last year.
Oh, okay.
I found he's alive. I was happy to hear he's alive. And yeah.
Yeah.
So he contacted you last year, and he wanted to see
he
you.
reached out to some from people. Even he was
Look at this.
he got his attention. He called some people that I knew, that he knew I knew, and I was to bridge the gap between my son and I. These people did. The Kennedys, Kennedy Insurance over there in El Cajon, like they're good. They're good connection with me and my son, because like they were around my life when my son was a baby, you know. So yeah.
Was there any indication?
Oh, that's all dope fiend vibes right there. Look at this boy. Look at this man's face. Look. That's all dope fiend vibes right there. That's it. I know a fiend when I see one. That is all fiend vibes right there. When a dude start rubbing his hand like this all the time and he ain't got nowhere to go, that is 100% dope fiend vibes. That is insane. Jesus, let's continue.
That he was distressed or that he was upset about anything when he contacted you? What did he tell you?
My son, he seemed like he was a man. I'm talking to a man on the phone, you know. I was like, what the hell is this guy? I'm talking to a grown up here, so it's a little weird. But he said, you know, be straight up with you. My son slashed at me. He had words, and I just got so impatient when I said, "You want to kick my ass, kid?" He was like, "Yeah, you don't you think he raised at me?" He said, "Seriously, who the hell you think you're raising at? I don't care how big you think you are. You're kicking my ass."
Yeah, I guess he wanted to put that pistol to you. They say at 6'7", the Pistons could have used him in the paint. Facts. It sounded like he called you to confront you. Or he called to reach out to you when you denied him again. And then he started confronting you as a result of you denying him. That's pretty bad, man. This is sad. This is very, very sad. Gosh.
Up on the UFC, and if you go do that, you're gonna bring your lunch. As I told him, he's, "Oh yeah, come on, kick my ass." I got news for you, Bucko. I can kick your ass still. I hate to say it, but I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He's a no belt in jiu-jitsu. But I love my son. I love him. I want the idea of seeing him again.
That's kind of what happened to me at Thanksgiving dinner yesterday. He ran up on me. I was like, "Okay, you gonna learn today."
But you know, shit. Now.
Wait, so he contacted you on the phone last year, and then you ended up arguing on the phone?
I argued on the phone with the guy. He starts telling me something. He said something to me. We had a little clash, you know. And I guess he was gonna bulldog me on the phone. You got the wrong dude, man. That ain't me. I did him a disservice. I'm not in his life, but.
Did he tell you he had been in trouble with the law last year?
He told me he couldn't leave Colorado. That kind of struck me. He said he couldn't leave Colorado. So my son, I said, "Hey, come out here." I said, "There's the address right here." And he was asking about security fences and shit. Is there a security fence? I said, "Why are you asking? You being a smart ass? You knock on the door, I'll come get the door. You ain't gotta sneak around."
Do you have any idea why he changed his name?
Yes.
Why did he do it?
His mother told me he changed his name because I was on intervention and I'd been a porno actor. It was the laughing stock. You know, everybody's laughing. Your dad's a porno star. You know, and it's just like, it's an uncomfortable laughter people have when they find out I'm a porno star. It's like.
So let's break this down, because now we have more context and the story is starting to make a little bit more sense, right? So the kid never had a father but in his life. You hadn't even seen him in 11 years, since he was 10 years old. And not only that, your life choices embarrassed him as he grew up. And all the way to the point to where when he was legally able to do so, he changed his name because he was tired of getting teased in school because of your behavior and your visibility that came along with past actions. His father was a porno star. Son reached out to him, never played a role in his life. Even to the point to where he continued to embarrass him just by and this is why I say, listen, we got to be accountable for our actions. We gotta go about doing things a certain type of way, because the kids are the ones. Now the father is still out here being a meathead meth head, and he's still out here running around free. Probably got more than one kid. And the kid is over there executing people inside of a nightclub. And now this is the culmination of what happens in his life. And the father is still running around here with no level of responsibility that goes along with that at all. Make that make sense for me.
All right, a porn actor. You know, I haven't done porn. I stopped doing porn a couple years ago, because it's causing me a lot of problems. I was getting high on meth, and I was just like this. And I have permanent damage from meth. I was using meth for years. You know, I have tardive dyskinesia and a lot of nervous system movements and stuff I can't ever get rid of because of meth I use. I had to get out of that business.
I know you was in meth.
That's it right there. But I was on an intervention TV show back in 2008. I almost died using drugs, you know.
I could tell. Listen, I can tell a meth head. I can spot a fiend. Yo, if you grew up in certain environments and neighborhoods, you can spot a fiend a mile away. You can tell he's still got that fiend movement right now. Shout out to the story to tell. It says he looks like the Grant Cardone that made bad choices. That is he the dope fiend version of Grant Cardone. Kids, you can either be the Grant Cardone or you can be the dope fiend version of Grant Cardone. Man.
What show is that?
Intervention television show. Intervention is A&E.
Thank you to us.
A&E, okay.
They'll follow a person that's addicted. Like I was peaking in my addiction for meth in 2008. It was the worst I'd ever been. Mm-hmm. It was life-threatening. If I hadn't stopped, I would have been dead. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for something.
Well, do you have any idea why he picked the name Anderson Aldrich? Where did that come from?
I have no idea. He's got other issues going on, possibly. But I know one thing. He got a hold of me, and he's pissed off. He's pissed off at me. He wants to poke at the old man.
This dude still got.
You can get to poke at the old man, as long as I ain't poke from a rifle down the street. You don't want to get shot. But he wasn't talking about shooting me. Never made any threats towards me like that. Never made any active threats. He got a little fresh with me.
Well, he's accused of walking in with an assault rifle. And,
I think he's not
and then
there for
he was tackled by another patron who was a veteran and pinned him down.
God, what a dude.
And then they arrested him.
Why would he do it? He didn't shoot anybody then. He didn't actually shoot anybody.
Well, they are accused of killing 5 people.
So they say he killed somebody.
5 people. And 18 others were injured in that.
So the guy that grabbed him is a hero, basically. You know, I say, like I say,
what you thought
family did that. He's gonna be going killing people like this. It's just in cold blood. If he goes and kills people with cold blood, I don't know if he tried to do this or not. I could never do it myself. I wouldn't think my son would do this.
Do you feel like you knew him well enough to indicate why he would have done something like this?
There's no excuse for going and killing people. If you're killing people, there's something wrong. It's not the answer.
This dude is spitting as he's talking. He's spitting on his shirt, as he's talking. I am surprised that this dude got all of his teeth. This is insane. What we are watching right now. I might have to clip this up separately. This might have to be its own clip. This dude is literally spitting on himself as he's talking. That's insane.
You're already gone if you're killing somebody. It's not socially acceptable. You can't just go and kill somebody.
Was he in San Diego from the time was he born in San Diego?
Yes,
or
he was
Orange
born.
County?
He was born right here. So Sharp Mary Burr Hospital over here, off the 163 right there.
And then did he
Get in the house! Hey, the dog's outside. Get the goddamn house. Yeah,
Tell us what kind of kid he was. What did he learn? I mean, from you, did he learn?
Hoppo, what's going on camera? Hoppo, Leslie, what is going on over here? Leslie, how late did you stay up last night? You stayed up till 4 a.m.? Come here, let me spank you. I know you was playing Fortnite. I heard you all night going crazy. And you was using the N-word. Come here, let me pinch you. It's hard for me to hold you accountable because I be having to use the N-word a couple times here and there. But we gonna stop using the N-word. Now you don't know what I'm talking about. No N-words.
Learn how to shoot? Did you have weapons then?
I'm not talking about a fight, though. I'll tell you this much. I showed my son how to turn his fist over and then become a destructive weapon with his hands if he needs to.
Listen to this dope fiend dummy.
I'm a conservative Republican. I like guns and all that stuff, but I like this. Fisticuffs and shake hands afterward like a gentleman. That's how it should be.
So tell us, share some memories from his first 10 years with you.
What's going on in the background?
Until 10 years of age,
Are they
he was
still
going to school here.
Yeah, Nicholas is a good kid now. He was smart, man. There's something about him. He was really with it. He was he's intelligent. He's smarter than I was. You know, I thought I considered myself intelligent for had all the head trauma I've had, but I'm actually intelligent. My son is way smarter than me. He's technical, savvy. He knows how to use a computer. He's really smart.
2022. You learning how to use a computer is not being much smarter than. That's not. So let's conclude what we're seeing right now. He's saying that he taught his son before he left his life how to use his fist as a destructive weapon. The dad is a meth head. The son reached out to him, and then said that he would beat his behind. I got Leslie in here, so I got. He would beat his behind. Sir, you are quite possibly the worst father we've ever seen on the face of the internet in 2022. And you are a meth head. And you're a meathead. You're a meathead meth head. Jesus.
Yeah.
Was he in San Diego County from the time he was born until 10?
About 10, yeah.
Or did he go up to Orange County sometime?
No, he never went to Orange County, but he's
Because you were up in Orange County.
I was
right?
in Orange County. I was Huntington Beach and then LA. I was in the San Fernando Valley.
But he stayed in San Diego County that whole
Lift
time.
your head up.
He remained in San Diego with his stable.
Why do meth heads talk like this? Why isn't he lifting his head up? Lift your head up, sir. Shout out to. Yep, that's exactly what he sound like. Sling Blade. I know all of the old movies. I know all of the classics. That was Billy Bob Thornton, and he looks like Billy Bob Thornton in Sling Blade. I reckon. That's exactly what he sound like.
The in-laws.
When did you hear about the incident?
Yesterday, day before yesterday.
And you called immediately, tried to reach your son?
There's a guy on the phone called a real assertive and very polite gentleman.
What is wrong with his lips?
With his attorneys.
Why does he have bruises on his mouth? Is that what meth heads do? They get bruises on their mouth?
I see.
And they reached out to me and I was like, wow, my ex-wife actually told me. And she said, oh my God, they're trying to reach you. And I was like, I can't believe it. I was like, still kind of shocked. It's 5 people are dead. I just hope that there's another suspect. This is not something like this. My son actually did. I don't want him to be. He's gone. He's history. If he did this, they're gonna probably, I mean, they have like special circumstances for stuff like this. And involving social circumstances, you never know what happens. So I want my son to live a healthy life and hopefully not, shit, man.
So his attorneys called you?
Yes.
Yes, sir? And they said your son wants to talk with you? Why did they call you?
He didn't say he wants to talk to me. They said that it happened. Can you believe what happened? They started telling me about the incident. There was a shooting involving, multiple people.
Right.
And then later on to find it's the gay bar.
Yeah, right. And
I was sitting out there in the shed one evening, not doing too much of nothing, just kind of staring at the wall. And
How different is it than that? Did we not just watch this, except for he was the more methed out version of it? Did we not just watch this, except for it was the more methed out version of it?
waiting on my mother to come out and give me my Bible lesson,
The only reason, listen, I be knowing all of this stuff that be going on. Shout out to Story Detail says, meth addiction gets you punched in the face a lot. But then the meth heads that I've seen get punched, they like The Walking Dead, they zombies. It doesn't stop them from coming towards you. It does not stop them from coming towards you. It just continues to do it a certain type of way. Anyways, this is so dumb. This is so stupid. Anyways, thank y'all. Thank y'all for contributing. Make sure you tap into the Patreon link is in the description. Yeah, man, this is the guy. So he was slumped over. I'm always more curious to find out what the backstory is from a lot of these different people when I see things happen in their life, like them going to court and stuff. But absolutely, positively insane.